Love where you live and play with Lindsay Management. Affordable apartments and golf memberships at 9 and 18-hole courses. Buying or selling? Trust Lindsay and Associates. Serving the community for over 50 years. Lindsay, #1 in apartments, golf, and real estate.
Want to run faster, jump higher, move with more power? The Sports Recovery and Development Program at Bridges Therapy Group builds speed, strength, agility, and endurance while correcting movement issues that can cause injury. Give your athlete the edge. Schedule an assessment today at srdathlete.com.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and
just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Week 2 of the high school football playoffs has a lot of exciting matchups to look forward to. It is Friday, November 21st, and this is Varsity Vibe Today. Welcome into Varsity Vibe Today on this Friday, and we have made it to the second week of the playoffs. Some exciting matchups to get you ready for as we kick things off with our Lewis Automotive opening drive. It is the second week of high school football playoffs, and of course, Brey Cook joining me. And Brey, the goal is to always make it to the week of Thanksgiving in the high school football playoffs. And so a big week on Friday, and let's jump right into 7A action. And our game of the week is Bentonville West going down to face Conway. This is a Bentonville West team that I think all of them would agree they didn't like how they played last week, despite the fact that they got that 34-33 win. So how do you see these two teams pairing together?
Yeah, I'd imagine it was a pretty intense week of practice there in Centerton with Coach Pratt, and you're right. That was a game I think that they were maybe a little overconfident going into, and they got all they wanted by a North Little Rock team that's very talented. But you're right. They managed to survive and play on, advance to the next round, and now they're going to Conway, a very talented Conway football team that's had a very, very successful season. Are they going to be able to bounce back? And I imagine so. If I'm that team that was too close for comfort last week, I really dial in this week and I really lock in and almost treat it as a loss, even though it wasn't. I would imagine they did, and I would like to see them bounce back. I'm not saying they're going to win this game. Conway's very good, but I will say that I see Bentonville West coming out firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, Conway, though, excited to have this home game after that bye. And of course, they went toe-to-toe to Bryant to end the regular season. And let's pick up there. So you have Bryant now, who's going to host a Fayetteville team that went on an offensive clinic against PA. But it's not about the offense against Bryant necessarily. It's about what can your defense do to try to stop those guys down there.
I'd imagine most of the teams that played lined up against Bryant this season, their game plan was just survive and just come out of here healthy and move on to the next week. But with Fayetteville, one of the things that they haven't been firing on all cylinders for most of this season. Now, towards the end there, they get Harbor and they start rolling a little bit. And then still a really good PA team, they really start rolling. So it's almost like these last two games, they have just continued to increase their tempo. And so hopefully they hit that peak tonight against a very talented Bryant football team.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I just think Hank Hendricks in his first season with the Fayetteville Bulldogs continues to just get more comfortable back there in the pocket, getting to more of his weapons offensively. So we'll see exactly what Fayetteville can do against the Hornets. Okay, let's head to Bentonville. They're hosting Springdale. How about the Bulldogs getting the win over Cabot? Now they got to go play the Tigers.
Is the first playoff game since 2005? Is that what I was told? I don't know if that's correct or not. I don't want to start any rumors, but it's been a long time. And this is a huge deal for Springdale. This is David versus Goliath. I mean, you've got Bentonville that's just firing on all cylinders, who's just beating up everybody they line up against. And then you've got Springdale, who is that gritty Springdale mentality. Can they go to Bentonville and pull it off? I love Jody Grant. I love the Tigers, man. I'd love to see Springdale come up and cause some disruption in the playoff bracket.
Yeah, Bentonville, unfortunately, they're a team right now that if you're looking for some fun upsets, everyone's going to jump on the Springdale bandwagon. But man,
Mhm.
Jody Grant and the Tigers have everything rolling right now for Bentonville.
They
We'll
do.
see how they come out of the bye week. By the way, not to call myself out, but 2005 is when I graduated high school. So that was a very, very long time ago. Brey, thanks for that. Okay,
That's a
wrapping up
great year
this.
of high school football for the Springdale Bulldogs, let me tell you.
That was a long time ago, a long time ago. Let's wrap it up with a 7A talk. Of course, Little Rock Christian, the lone Central team that played last week,
Mhm.
that got the win. Sorry, Harper. Sorry, Brey.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah.
they come up here to play Rogers.
Yeah, I was there at that game, watched them beat up on Harbor a little bit, and they've got a very powerful running back who is seemingly impossible to tackle, and they've got some kids down there and the way they play, and it's very physical on defense. But I don't know how they're going to match up against what we've seen out of Rogers and what Rogers has been able to do with Reagan back there at quarterback. So expect to see Rogers kind of roll with this one, but still an exciting 7A matchup.
We were out at practice earlier this week. I tell you, I don't know, a team could be more loose, having a lot of fun,
Mhm. Yeah.
just feeling really good about being out on a practice field than the Rogers Mounties right now. So that'll be a tough task for Little Rock Christian. But again, they
Yeah.
feel good about their team too. Talking with Coach
Yeah.
Grimmett this week as well. So excited to see just how the rest of the 7A shakes out when tonight is all said and done. We're going to take a break, take a look at the 6A right after this.
Club Car Wash is the best place to get your ride game day ready. From convenient locations to free towels and vacuums, it only takes a few minutes to have your car looking great. With locations throughout the state and membership starting at just $22 a month. Revive your ride at Club Car Wash.
Quick Turf is the go-to team for building championship-level sports facilities for public schools, private schools, and the entire school district. They also install beautiful backyard putting greens for homeowners. Known for lifelike, eco-friendly turf, Quick Turf handles everything from design and lighting to drainage and final landscaping. Their all-in-one approach delivers high-performance surfaces for athletes and low-maintenance greens that last for years. With preventative maintenance programs, they keep every field and green looking game day ready. Schedule a free consultation today at quickturf.com. That's QIKturf.com.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
They're just constantly giving back to the community that helped build them.
I would recommend them first, always. We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
All right, let's talk some 6A action. And Brey, obviously, all the teams that had byes last week don't have a bye anymore. They get to play. When you look around, you have Sylvan Hills, who is playing Marion. Shiloh is going to host El Dorado. And of course, Greenwood going to host Jonesboro from all the way on the other side of the state. But I think one of the matchups that is going to be the most exciting on Friday night is this Mountain Home Bully football team that just put up 78 points on Sheridan, and they have to go down and play the Benton Panthers.
They do, and we've been watching Mountain Home all season. They're one of our schools, and so we follow them pretty closely. And they've done a lot of really, really great things. And I love Steve Airy. I love what they've done. It's tough for me to pull against Benton and what Coach Harris has done down there. And it's usually not smart for you to pick against Benton and that football program. So, and the home field advantage, I expect to see Harris come out there and control the game. But again, very talented Mountain Home team hitting the road. Like to see them throw everything they have in one of these win or go home situations.
These games are always interesting. And when you look at a program like Mountain Home, you go back to Friday night against Sheridan, I think they broke 6 records in that game. The 78 points, most in a game. You had Barrett Miller, who set the touchdown career record. You had Brantley Phillips, who set the passing touchdown record. It's pretty insane what they're doing over there. they're going to have to get as good as they're playing right now. They're going to have every single piece clicking when they go down to the Panthers on Friday. So I'm these two different dynamics of approaches with this football teams should be a fun one down there. If you're not at a game, maybe that's the one you go to.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe I need to hit the road, head down south.
Not quite yet. Not quite. We've got exciting stuff up here, and then we can hit the road and do a little tour around the state. But it should be fun. And of course, the goal is to get to Thanksgiving week. So we'll see who's going to be playing next week when we talk some more football. Brey, thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It is now time to introduce you to this week's SRD Performance Athlete of the Week.
My name's Cole Lentz. I go to Farmington High School, and I play basketball. I've been going here for 24 sessions now, some around there, and I have seen leaps and bounds. Because I haven't always been a very athletic kid, and I found that I really needed to catch up with some people, and I thought this would be the place to do that. I went from barely being able to dunk the ball, like just getting it over the rim, to I got my first windmill a few weeks ago, and I'm able to keep up with the guys now and block shots and do what I need to do. A lot of it has been just like, wow, you're like athletic now. Like it's just flat out. It's just something never really happened to me.
To learn more about the program, visit srdathlete.com. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday for Varsity Vibe today. Hope you're able to get out and enjoy some high school football action. And of course, follow along on our social media platforms while you're at it. That is X, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, with so much behind the scenes access and great content for you on this Friday night. And of course, also subscribe to the podcast and our YouTube channel and sign up for our newsletter at varsityvibearkansas.com. At L&L Metal Fabrication, strength isn't just in the steel, it's in the craftsmanship, precision, and trust we bring to every project. From small custom jobs to big industrial projects, our team has the experience and equipment to get it done right and built to last. Whether you're building, repairing, or designing something new, we'll help turn your vision into reality. Call L&L Metal Fabrication today at 479-361-9640 or visit llmetalfab.com. L&L Metal Fabrication. Custom craft built to last.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. drivedsi.com.